Hey leaders, back to school retreat is right around the corner. It's coming in 2 days. So I hope you're ready for it. I hope you're excited about all these cool opportunities with your students. I hope that you're packed by now. It's going to be a blast. I'm so excited about back to school retreat because it really fits into our vision for our church. We are looking to generously share our lives and the gospel so that all people may fully awaken to the presence of God. And so that's the core of what Back to School Retreat is. We really want to share our lives with these students. We really want to share the gospel with them, and we really want to see them awaken to the presence of God. That's what our hope is for this trip. And so, with that in mind, with our vision in mind, as we step into this weekend, I just want to put three things before you. I want your mind to be just wrapped around these three things throughout the weekend. First, I want you to be intentional with one. At our training, we talked about our goal this year is for students to have an increased felt partnership in their life, for them to feel like where they start at the beginning of the year and where they end, they feel like somewhere along the way, they feel like someone is more invested in their life and their walk than they were at the beginning. And so our hope is that our leaders would be intentional with one student this trip. So yeah, be available to all, love all, spend time with all, but go into this weekend with who's the one student you want to have a real conversation with? Who's the one student you want to ask about their faith? They say those who don't have any goals are less likely to meet them. And so we want you to have a goal. Pick one student, pray about it. Who are you going to walk with in this time? So be intentional with one. The second thing, I want you to be ready for any. So be ready for anyone. Yeah, you're going to be intentional with one, but who knows what kind of ministry opportunity you have. A lot of times, your best ministry opportunity is when you're standing in line waiting for lunch, or when you're getting ready to go off the blob, or maybe it's during free time and you're just hanging out in the snack parlor. It's not necessarily during group times. And so just be praying and be ready for any opportunity the Lord throws your way. Intentional with one, ready for any, and the last one is care for the new. Back to School Retreat is one of those events where kids just invite their friends, and we have a lot of new kids. And so I just want you to be intentional stepping into this weekend, realizing that you're probably going to have a student who you haven't seen before or haven't seen in a long time. And what's your plan to make sure they feel welcomed and loved? We need, when we've talked about that before in a Fathom Group Focus video, of maybe you have 3 or 5 questions every newbie answers, or maybe you have a game they play. What are you going to do so they feel like they're able to speak and share life and talk about themselves, but also get to know you, care for them? And if I could ask a favor, I'd say also, if you have a newbie, try to introduce them to one of the staff throughout the retreats. That way they know a leader or two, but also a staff. And so if they're ever to come back to the ministry, they see some more familiar faces as they come in. So quick recap. We're going to invest in one, we're going to be ready for any, and we're going to care for the new. And I promise, if we do these things together, if we focus on these things and have this mindset as we go into the retreat, God is going to do some cool things. Students are going to be blessed, and I hope that they would awaken to the presence of God in their lives. So thank you for your commitment. Thanks for giving up this weekend. I am praying for you guys and for your ministry. I just really appreciate you. I know God's going to do cool things. See you this weekend. Bye.